And just like that, we're back. Got a little dinner, and now it's time for Wrestlemania, ECW style. So, I think I have no choice, or I have a choice, but I've made the choice to get the injury rehab to play it on Chris Benoit so he can be back for WrestleMania because he's got a level 3 rivalry with Rhino. We want to do that. So let's go ahead and get the show put together here. We've got $200,000, preferably. Ooh, no. I was going to say I'd like to keep a lot of that for charity, but my promo should be free. Yeah, promos are free, so never mind. So $200,000 to book a show is pretty awesome. We're definitely having the world title on the line, which is Bam Bam now. So Dreamer's going to get a rematch, which he wants. We got New Jack, so we're just redoing the triple threat match that just happened at the last show. Awesome ring XP, pretty good popularity. New Jack's only 59. Do any of them share a specialty? No. TLC is the PLE bonus. Hell in a Cell is who? Bam Bam. We'll see. We'll see. Just leave it normal for now. We will open probably with RVD and Shane Douglas for the TV title. Backstage Brawl falls kind of anywhere. Extreme Rules. We'll see. We definitely have the ladies here, Luna and Ava. Extreme Rules Ambulance. So nobody matches up so far. We have Sabu and Steiner. They both have TLC. So what I'd like to do is probably put them in with RVD and Douglas. Specialist fighter. Let's see what that looks like. Steiner and Sabu. Title match. TLC. It's also the WrestleMania bonus. So it would probably be 5-star just between RVD and Douglas. So this might not be necessary. But let's see. We can have Dante and Lurch. Why not? That might be added with some people. And we have Rhino, Benoit, Storm, Mankind. Let's have Rhino, Benoit. Let's put Storm and Mankind in this one. Specialist Fighter and then Specialist Bruiser should be helpful. Do they share anything? Hell in a Cell, Extreme Rules, Last Man Standing, Tables, Last Man Standing, Casket. So not really. Tables is Lance Storm. Maybe we do a Tables there. That's a TLC. That's 2 of them. Extreme Rules was Bam Bam? No. New Jack. Can maybe even do Hell in a Cell. We need to go all out and use all the money because promos are going to be free. Although I still need to sign some people to do those promos because I just used all my people. My roster is used, and Chosen has a 4. Dewey has a 2. So we'll at least get Chosen. Get him to do a charity promo. Extreme Rules, Last Man Standing, Submission, Ambulance. Morale. What's the quality? Extreme Rules is more quality. So let's do that. TLC for sure. Hell in a Cell, Extreme Rules. We could do 2 Extreme Rules. Why not? So now we have 70,000. We still got to find some people. TLC and Ambulance. Maybe that's our tables match. And Hell in a Cell because it's Bam Bam's. Extreme Rules is New Jack. TLC was Tommy. I don't really care who wins. If Bam Bam wins, I don't really like having a double champ, but We already have a TLC, so, and 2 Extreme Rules, so we'll go Hell in a Cell. Is there anything we haven't done? Steel Cage would be good for this one, actually, but that'd be a lot of money. So let's go ahead and do a search here. Promo skill 4 to 5. Let's just search rookies and see if some pop up. There are none. So let's do 5 to 9. And we get Trent Shaw, so let's go ahead and sign him. Get him on the show with a charity promo. So now we've got 50,000. Oh, we don't have scouts now. We can do a 10 to 14 or 15 to 19 just to try to find somebody. I mean, might as well, I guess. Canyon's a 2, Joel's a 3, Higglesby's a 1, Chester's a 2. So let's go and get Joel, who's a 3. Actually, let's put them in ascending order, I guess. Charity for Joel, and then I have to assign somebody who's a 2. Might as well get the cheapest, which is Dewey Carter. Oh, because Chester's a level 10. Holy moly. Yeah, Dewey. All right. So getting a bunch of charity promos for free when they'll be doubled based on the power card, right? All promos this week are free and have the results doubled. We reduce the injury for Benoit and Shane Douglas, or Sabu? Shake up 3 ring XP for all these guys. Alright, so we still have $30,000, so I could put this in a steel cage. I think I will. And in that case, I'm going to skip spectating this one, because I could swear that if I spectate, it only counts one of these rivalries, for whatever reason. I think there's a glitch, because I should get 1,000 for each of the levels for both. And I think it only does it for one if I spectate. And I don't really care about that match anyway. I don't know that I want to watch a steel cage fatal 4-way with 2 local talents. So that is using all the money. Specialty there, rather cheap. No specialty, but lots of fans. Specialty, double specialty. So I think this is the best use of almost the entire budget. Don't care about that. Don't really care about these. Dreamer is getting his rematch, though. And this is undoable. So I think we will go ahead. So Steiner Sabu with a TLC would probably get 5 stars on their own. That's the only thing I'm reconsidering. Do I put them in with Rhino and Benoit instead? Specialist Bruiser, that'd be Bruiser Fighter. That would add a lot of popularity to that match. We'll just go with it. I think I'll have probably 2 5-star matches. Actually, I don't know if this one will be 5 stars. It might be. But I think as we go through this card, I'll share my idea for possibly a Season 5. I know I've been saying I won't do it, but let's go ahead and confirm booking here. And see if we're up first. We are not. WCW's up first. So they have Disciple and Meng kicking things off. Disciple's very angry. They might be in a level 4 still. Meng wins. 3.5 stars. That rivalry is done. Stevie Ray, who is in a feud with Rick Steiner. who is a double champ and only doing a charity promo. Very interesting strategy here from WCW. So 2 popularity from Stevie. We got Jerry and Kombucha, who might be in a level 4 as well. Jerry wins. 3 stars. Rivalry done. Rick Steiner gets them almost 7,000 fans. Tamara and Danielle are in a rivalry. This is an Extreme Rules match for the title, but Precious Silver running in for some reason. Danielle keeps her title in a 4-star match. Goldberg calls out Jeff Jarrett. That's a level 3. Probably could have had them on the show and would have been better than Red Monsoon and Jive Owens, but they are in a level 4. Jive Owens gets the first win, I think, of this rivalry, 3 stars. And Donna gets them 3,700 fans and a backstage brawl for Christian, who must have had an injury rehab played on him, because he should have been hurt through this week, I think. But he's defending the U.S. Championship against the rivalry between Guerrero and Tajiri. And Eddie Guerrero is the U.S. champ in a 5-star match. Christian is hurt again. And here we go with ECW. We will spectate the TLC match. RVD defends the TV title against Shane Douglas, Scott Steiner, and Sabu. So 294 popularity in this. This is for sure a 5-star match. TLC matches might be my favorite to watch because they're exciting and they don't go super long, because there's at least progress, right? Like every time somebody goes up to the belt, they'll at least probably get one of the little links done on it. So there's the franchise coming out. He's been the TV champ before. We've got Scott Steiner. He's had, I think he was the TV champ. There was like a time, was it last season or even season 2 maybe? Steiner, Saturn, and Taz just handed the title back and forth in a matter of weeks. And the final challenger here, who has also been, he's been a tag champ. I don't know if he's been a TV champ. We got Sabu. That is a good-looking Sabu. And finally, the champion, Sabu's former tag team partner, Mr. Monday Night, RVD. Belt hanging high above the ring. Here we go. Alright, so let me go ahead and take this time to share my idea. So we're obviously way, way behind. We're like 300,000 fans behind Raw. Less than 200,000 behind WCW, if I recall correctly. My thought is, because I obviously made the challenge too hard, because I don't think it has so much to do with me not doing something correctly. I mean, I'm not tooting my own horn, but I do feel like I'm pretty good at this mode. So I'm glad I found a challenge, but I think between cutting my budget by $1 million, which is a third pretty much of the budget, and limiting my arena to level 2 while the others are way beyond that, there was very little chance of winning this. So I'm actually just curious to see if I lift those 2 limitations for a season 5, how much can I catch up? I still don't think I'll win, but I am curious if I'll catch up some, and maybe at least get to WCW in second when it comes to fans. So it'll obviously help to get more fans than them this show, which I think I should have more than who we just watched, which was WCW, right? Yeah. So I think I'm going to try that. I will keep the other 2 rules of only using ECW talent or local talent, and always have an Extreme Rules match on every show. But I will not cut people after the draft. I will just draft people to keep them and use the full $3.5 million, whatever the budget is. Obviously, I'll save some of that for upgrading my arena probably immediately. And yeah, so get rid of 2 of the 4 rules for a season 5, just to make it interesting. I'm really just curious to see how much that matters. And really, upgrading the arena won't be that easy. I mean, obviously, if I upgrade it once, I'm earning a little bit more money and can upgrade the next one hopefully pretty quickly. And keeping some more of the higher level talent. But really, as the series goes on, it's harder and harder to get the higher talent because they're more expensive, because everybody's XP keeps going up. So I think I'm going to try it. As I say it out loud, I'm kind of reconfirming that I just want to see how it goes. I thought about doing it offline, but I thought, well, if I'm going to do it, why not at least just continue streaming it? So that's going to be the plan. So after we get through this WrestleMania, as RVD throws a chair at his tag team partner's face, after we get through this WrestleMania, I will go ahead and do the draft and be drafting people to keep, which is going to be the first time in this series. So it'll be we did the draft after season 1, after season 2, after season 3. This will be after season 4. So the 5th draft, and it'll be the first time where I can draft everybody to keep them. There's Shane Douglas with his finisher, I think, on the outside. RVD with Rolling Thunder. Sabu gets the knees up and gets hit in the head, back of the head with a chair, drop kick. So it's a nice little series of moves here. Reverse suplex. No, it was what is Finn Balor's signature called? It's a year. It's like 1816 or something. I don't know what the year means. Sabu's the first one to set up the ladder. And Shane is going to be the first to climb the ladder. Sabu tried to... That would have been actually kind of cool if that worked. Shane will be the first to get any progress here. And that's going to be it, as Sabu brings him down the hard way. Scott Steiner's outside the ring taunting. Why not? He is super low on his health. Oof. I don't really have a preference of who wins this. I'm fine with anybody, really. They're all super high XP. RVD is one of my 2... He's my only legendary, right? Because I thought I was getting Tommy Dreamer up to legendary, and I totally screwed that up because I forgot how the XP range changes as they increase levels. RVD was trying to do the Van Daminator, but there was nobody to throw the chair to. I'm trying to think. Steiner and Sabu's rivalry, is it a level 2 or 3? Because that's something to consider too, is if people have a rivalry outstanding and I can use them as my keepers, I can continue that rivalry into the next season, which I did for one feud last season, I think. I don't remember who it was, but it's Bam Bam and somebody, I think. So we do have the rivalries matched up now in the ring. Steiner, Sabu, RVD, Douglas. Ooh, well, Steiner might have just broke his neck. Douglas sets up the ladder, but now, what is happening? He just did the Matt Riddle powerbomb and knee to the face. Sabu trying to get up the ladder. One side is blocked. Here he goes. Will he make some progress here before getting knocked off? Yes, he will. So we are 2/5 of the way. I feel like that number changes. Does it depend on how many people are in the match? I thought it's been 6 before. RVD's trying to push the ladder over and isn't strong enough, I guess? I don't know what's happening. Oh, there we go. Steiner with a kendo stick. And Douglas going for the Fisherman Buster. RVD with the Alabama Slam to Steiner, who's had some dangerous landings with that ladder. The Gotch style pile driver, that's one of RVD's finishers. I don't know that we've seen a 5-star frog splash. RVD takes a DDT on the ladder. That's rough. But we've mostly seen RVD in like Extreme Rules, Falls Count Anywhere, TLC, so he's doing, a lot of times we've seen him do his finisher outside the ring. But in this you'd hope, holy moly, or moonsault, you'd hope we would see a 5-star frog splash at some point. Yeah, if there was a time for somebody to be busted open, you'd think a DDT on the ladder would do it. Alright, RVD has a signature, and he's going to go for it here. Yep. The split leg moonsault lands. Will he go for the win now? He's leaving the ring to get a table. I don't think he's tall enough to stand on the table. He will put the table down. He will pick the table up. He will put the table down. He will jump over the steps. RVD taunts. Alright. Douglas goes for the ladder and puts it in the... So we've got ladders in opposite corners. RVD somehow hits nobody with his springboard moonsault, lands between Sabu and Douglas. I feel like he could have hit either one of them. We got Shane going now for the Fisherman Buster, and Sabu reverses, so Shane cannot hit that move. Steiner takes a table to the face, and Sabu throws the table. It lands on Douglas, but does a weird bounce off of him. Alright, we've got the ladder again, and now we don't. Gotta love the pick up, put down animation from the computer. Now Shane is just walking into the pile of weapons to do nothing. That was a bulldog, but it looked like RVD's leg was caught behind Douglas. It was almost a famouser. Alright, RVD is running. Nobody connects. It was a clothesline dropkick. Nothing happened. Steiner with a swinging neckbreaker. Will he climb the ladder? Nope, he's going to pick it up from where it was perfectly and hit Douglas. Another monkey roll from RVD. Alright, well, you're holding the wrong weapon. He will throw the table. Pick up the ladder. And, okay, the ladder is set up again. Douglas takes a drop kick. Sabu's going up. No, he's not. RVD picks up the ladder. Another swinging neck breaker here. Steiner just keeps running. Alright, Douglas is the only one standing. Will he take advantage? Yes, he will. And... oh, he gets 3. Oh, we are 60% of the way done. That title is coming loose. Sabu cannot push. Oh, we got 2 people pushing. I don't think I've seen that yet. I don't know. Can they fall out of the ring if the ladder's close enough? We got a double suplex. A little double team action. Another monkey roll. Or monkey flip, that's what it's called, sorry. Again, I will admit to not knowing the name of every move. That is one of Shane's signatures. That's the closest thing to the finisher he used in WCW. And he just did the complete shot? No. Whatever R-Truth's finisher used to be, he just did to Scott Steiner. He throws the chair at Sabu, who's now bleeding. Alright, go get a ladder, franchise. Somehow Sabu is standing back up. And now will he hit the Fisherman Buster? Yes, he will. Sabu goes down. RVD almost has two finishers. And now he's 5-star Frog Splash. Let's go. Yeah, finally. I don't know why Shane didn't stand back up. I guess he used all his energy to do his finisher. And now a Steiner recliner that we've not seen before. So Douglas does his finisher to Sabu, RVD does his finisher to Douglas, and Steiner does his finisher to Douglas. So now we just need to see Sabu, but RVD instead is, reversal, going for another finisher. Sabu runs into RVD. And vertical suplex. RVD rolls out. Douglas is stunned outside. Suplex for Steiner. Yep. Kendo stick gets launched out of the ring. Sabu runs into the ladder, so that animation gets broken. And now Sabu has vertical suplex to everybody. Oh, nope. Douglas is reversing, takes out the knee. Steiner would like some steps. Pretty much the rude awakening, more or less, from Shane Douglas. Steiner's like hulking up outside. And a moonsault from RVD. And from the second rope, a splash. Not a 5-star frog type, but just a normal splash. He was going for the ladder, and Sabu takes out his knee. Alright. Ladder is in possession. Ladder is set up. RVD is climbing the ladder. Ooh, that was cool. Springboard dropkick from Sabu knocks RVD off the ladder and knocks the ladder down, which is a little unfortunate. Sabu with the ladder. No, he doesn't. Swinging neck breaker. A lot of neck breakers in this match. Another mistimed clothesline dropkick from RVD and Douglas. Or maybe it was Steiner last time. This is a long match, but I don't mind it. Because again, with TLCs, I have hope, I have faith that it will end at some point. Can RVD hit Douglas here? No, he's going to stand the ladder up. Douglas is leaving the ring. This is perfect timing for RVD if he can just get to the ladder. He's going up. Douglas is distracted with a table. This is going to be it. No, RVD's doing an elbow drop. He doesn't have a finisher. Oh, that would have been awesome. But Sabu was standing up anyway. But an elbow drop to the back of the head as Sabu was getting up. And Douglas is doing a finisher outside. I think RVD wins this match. Oh, he missed. 4. And... oh my gosh. Ah! He had 2 chances to finish it and didn't get it. Now all 4 guys back in the ring. Everybody's taking a lot of damage. The next guy up should probably win it. Sabu with the lion salt there. Yeah, RVD's like, no, this match should take a little longer. Sabu going up top for his diving leg drop. That's the first finisher I think we've seen from Sabu. Will he call it a match here? RVD's taunting. Douglas is getting up. Sabu is taking his sweet time. RVD does a dropkick and taunts. This is going to be it. Sabu will win. Will he? Yeah! Sabu's the TV champ. All right. Well, glad to keep him. I would have said that about anybody, probably. But his popularity was 94 without a title, which saying that out loud actually screws him, because what I found out from WCW earlier on, when Ava was 100 popularity and then won the title, she stays at 100, right? But then when she loses the title, she loses the bonus, and it just subtracts it. It doesn't go back to the 100 that she was. So it is kind of a punishment, I guess. But we get a 5-star match. Van Dam and Douglas rivalry is done. Scott Steiner's hurt for 2 weeks. That is a level 3. So for my keepers, I need to consider keeping Scott Steiner, I think. And if I'm in second place, I won't get as many keepers, unfortunately. I won't get 6. What's Dewey Carter doing for me? 9,000 fans. So that means he did 4,500 without the card. That's pretty good for a promo skill, too. That's better than I get for people with 3 or 4 sometimes. All right, let's spectate the Extreme Rules between Luna and Ava. This is Luna's specialty? She's been a key member of the ECW roster throughout this entire series. Mostly because she and Lita are the only 2 real women I can have based on my rules. So I've been using a lot of local talent. Maya, Donna, Ava, had Precious Silver, I think, for a while. Can't remember who else. I actually don't think we've seen a match with Ava. She looks like she's like 19. All right, Luna, right out the gate with a clothesline. Yeah, I don't think we've seen Ava in a match. Yeah, that would be nice. We'll see if Luna gets Extreme first. Oh, she's just going for a sleeper hold right off the bat. Get her to tap out in Extreme Rules match. Ava says no. Ooh, Ava showing the power here. Man, that was like the Triple H rolling knee drop there. Well, oh, I thought Ava was going for some weapons. Nope. Not yet, at least. Okay, she's going... She could have just went right there where she was, but instead she goes farther away to get a trash can. I have her as a heel, right? I think Luna's the face right now. Honestly, don't remember, but I think that's the case. Powerbomb from Ava. No, Luna reverses. And she gets just thrown. So stupid. I wish they would just figure out something else to do. If you get Irish whipped into open space, I obviously don't want them to keep running, because on old wrestling games, that is what happened. They would just run until they hit something. But I don't know. I'd rather they just like slam them into the ground or something. I didn't realize Ava Moreno was so super strong. She's just woman handling Luna here. She doesn't look like a bodybuilder, but throws a kendo stick. I think that hit Luna in the throat. She's blowing kisses to the ring apron. All right, targeting the hand of Luna. Going for the pin. I've hurt her hand. Surely I can win now. Doesn't even get a 1 count. Wonder what Ava's finisher is, if she has the same moveset as some of the other local talents we've seen or not. As much as I am curious to see what happens in this Season 5 I've now agreed to do, I am looking forward to doing something with more of the local talent available, because I know earlier in the series I shared that I did minimize how many local talents were in this series, just because I didn't want it to get too watered down. I wanted the Attitude Era roster to be utilized as much as possible, and I think it has. But partly because of that, we've had some of the same local talents get to incredible levels, like Donna Matrix and Ava. I mean, her popularity has been crazy high for a very long time. I am saying that out loud. I'm curious to know what it goes back to. Like, if she's a 72 popularity, and let's say she stays at that, is that what she's at for the next season, or do they get brought back down to earth somewhat? I honestly don't know. I know coming into a draft, like, originally for Season 1, 70's the max for popularity, so I wonder if that's the case after each season too. If all people in drafts and in the talent scouts, if 70's the highest. I don't remember if I've seen somebody higher than that. Did Luna just do a diving splash and win? Was that her finisher? I could not tell you what Luna Vachon's finisher is, so maybe it was. Cool. Well, I'm hoping for a 4-star match here. And it is. Okay. And that rivalry's complete. Cool. And now we come to the match that I will not spectate because of my paranoia for it not giving me the fans that I want. 15,000 for Joel Wheeler. Thank you, sir. 7,500 times 2. Alright, I'm going to just simulate this one. I kind of hope Lance wins just because he's probably going to be the keeper since he's a tag champ. And he does, yes. Another 4-star match. We complete 2 rivalries, and that was a level 3 and a level 2. Right? I think. So that's 5,000 plus 1,000 for just having the match. So that should be 6,000 fans just for that match. Chosen also gets 15,000. I think that's the max. I think that's the max fans. We'll see, because Trent Shaw is a level 5. So let's go ahead and spectate. Haven't spectated a tables match in a while, because usually I go bigger for Wrestlemania, but these can go very, very fast. Because I feel like in older games, you had to be so far in the match, or your opponent's health had to be so far down to be able to put them through a table. But I think in this, as long as your opponent doesn't reverse the move, you're going through the table. This might be we might have watched a match of Rhino in Season 1. He technically started a local talent. I don't think I had him draftable in the beginning. But we've definitely seen Mullet Benoit before. If not in this series, we saw it in the last Attitude Era series. Don't really have a preference of who wins here. I was just waiting to see his nameplate pop up. I didn't realize it would take so long. There it goes, Chris Benoit. Yep. This Rhino, like, face-wise, I think I downloaded 2 different versions of him, because sometimes it's hard to tell based on, like, the thumbnail or the preview that you get of the community creations, on how good they are, because sometimes the face, not face scan, but whatever, the picture that they add to put on their face looks good from a distance, but then when you see them close up, it's like, oh, yeah, that's literally just a picture pasted on their head. But this Rhino looked really good. The only problem with him is he was, I would say, twice as large as he is here. So I changed his body type. 'Cause I know he's a beefy man, but I think this looks more realistic to what he was at this time. I mean, he is very oddly shaped. Benoit reverses it. I know somebody asked a couple episodes back that if I was going to do a Ruthless Aggression era after this. I think not. I'll do something current era. But if I did Ruthless Aggression, I think I'd have to download a new Benoit. Or just change his hair, I guess. Because this face is one of the better ones out there. But honestly, I was looking for a late 90s Benoit where he did have the mullet. So there might be better ones out there if I look for a later version. His body changed a little bit too over time. I'm trying to think of who else I would need to download for something like that. There was a period of time where I stopped watching. Trying to think of an example of who was big when I was not. Pretty much when Edge was like world champ worthy, like the Rated R Superstar, I was not watching wrestling at that point. So I stopped watching, I think, when Cena was still the Doctor of Thugonomics. And then I picked back up watching... That's a hard one, too. I don't really know why or when I started watching again. But a lot of the Ruthless Aggression era, I would say I missed as a fan. But obviously through watching now more recently, I kind of caught up on a lot of that, so... Trying to think of people on the game. Like, the Boogeyman, like, obviously I know who he is, but I don't remember watching a Boogeyman match, so whatever his time period was in relevancy, I was not watching WWE. Chris Benoit just does a suicide dive almost into the announcer's table because Rhino was already in the ring. And of course, Benoit comes in to where it knocks over the table, extends this match a little longer. A drop kick. Did Rhino block that? Or what just happened? It looks like it connected. And he does a gore on the rebound. This could be it. But instead throws the table and Benoit bleeds because of it. I guess the oh, he throws it again. What is happening? And now he's going to go get the other table. And, wow. If Rhino doesn't win this match, he has really lost an opportunity. A gore and 3 table shots. Make that 4. Set up the... He throws it again. Can you just set it up? No, he's going to slide out of the ring. He's going to get distracted. Benoit's probably got a finisher. He's going to get the table. Now he hits Rhino, throws it. So the table does take some damage. I did see that... I've not seen it for myself, but I saw a video on YouTube of the new door that they added with the ECW pack. They added a door and like a light fixture or whatever it was called. And the door takes damage every time you use it. So it's kind of like the chair. You can start to see the dents in the chair. The door starts to lose some like paint. And it looks like the table here starts to crack when you hit people with it. So that's kind of cool. I never noticed that. Maybe because I've never seen them use it as a weapon so often. Instead of just setting it up like Rhino hopefully will here. Oh, if he does a gore through the table, that would be amazing. Please do that. Instead, he gets taken down by Benoit. Oh, I thought he was going to whip him. Benoit reverses. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is it. Benoit's going to powerbomb Rhino through a table in the corner to win the match. Rhino bails. Benoit took a beating. That wasn't a super long match, but holy moly, that was aggressive. And that's a 4-star match. Benoit's hurt, but again, injuries in WrestleMania do not matter because they all get reset into the next season. So you can just go balls to the wall. Rivalry, that's 5 weeks too. 15,000 from Trent Shaw. So again, I think that's the limit. So that makes me think that 7,500 must be the max for a normal charity promo. And I don't know if I've ever seen more than that, so that's probably true. Probably true. So we just got... So those 3 all got 15,000, so that's 45, and Dewey got us 9? 54,000 fans? If we can also beat WCW by 20, 30,000, I have hope that we can pass them in the next season. So, we'll see. Alright, let's spectate this Hell in a Cell match. This is the the second Hell in a Cell match I've spectated. There's a reason that there's only been one. That's because it was... I'm again going to forget who it was. Goldberg and somebody got on top of the cell and never came down. And you can only win inside the ring. So I'm not going to wait forever on this one. I'm just going to hope that nobody leaves the cell. Please. This is, I think, the first time New Jack has gone for the ECW Championship. We've had him quite a bit in this series, but he was a tag champ for more than like a full season with Spike Dudley. What happened to Spike? He has not shown up in Talent Scouts, and he's not been on a roster, so I don't know where he's been. This is also the first time Bam Bam Bigelow has had the world title. Will he come out with both titles? I bet he will. Yeah. 2-belt Bam Bam. Look at that. So, as much as I hate having double champs in MyGM, the best time to have a double champ is probably at WrestleMania. Or leaving WrestleMania, I'll say. Because, especially if you want to keep your champs. So it'll make it a lot easier to keep Bam Bam. Immediately start with a double team on New Jack. And then I'll get to keep somebody else. Because Bam Bam's in a level 1 with New Jack. So if that would help me keep New Jack and start out with a rivalry already for the world title, that would be pretty cool. I will again repeat myself from the last Hell in a Cell match we watched. I don't know why this side of the cell is not transparent. Like, we should be able to see through it. Kind of like, or like this, where you're kind of inside the cell. Like, we know that side is here, but it's so red and solid that it's kind of hard to see through it. So yeah, I guess my vote would be for Bam Bam to win. If he doesn't, then that's still okay, because then... So I'd be keeping RVD... Right? RVD kept his title? Am I thinking about that right? What happened in the first match? No, Sabu. Sabu won the title. So I'd be keeping Sabu, Bam Bam and Lance as my tag champs, and then whoever wins this match is 4. If I'm in second, I get to keep 5 people. So I would be choosing between Steiner, who has a rivalry with Sabu. That's probably who I would keep, because that's Bruiser Fighter, and it's level 3 now. So that's probably already the answer, regardless of what happens in this match. I mean, if Bam Bam wins, I get to keep 2 people, I guess, in addition to my champs. So that could be Steiner and New Jack, probably. But then again, Tommy Dreamer's a level 23 and super high popularity. Oh, it's not as high anymore because he lost the title. Now it's 74. Please don't go outside the cell, guys. I guess I can have hope too that with 3 people, there's more likelihood of a return to the ring, of either somebody getting thrown off the cell or dropped through the middle into the ring. The problem with that Goldberg match is they just kept fighting on the outskirts of the cell, like on top, never throwing each other off and never getting close enough to the middle to damage it to fall through. It was rough. I wish I could remember who he was up against. I probably will at some point, but another one of these long animations here. It's like all of the Butch or Pete Dunne moves. Super random, but now that I said his name, I'm actually surprised, maybe not surprised, disappointed that they've not just done an update to change his name on the game. Like, I know I can just create a copy of Butch and rename him Pete Dunne, but it's so easy. Like, his character doesn't change. You can keep the same music. Who cares? Like, but his name's Pete Dunne. Butch was stupid. Triple H fixed it. That's one of my least favorite busted open spots there. Getting your head rammed into the turnbuckle pad. Keyword pad. Like, why would that make you bleed? If the pads are moved, totally understand that the turnbuckle, the metal, got it. But I don't think the turnbuckle pad should bust you open. And that happens, I feel like 20% of the time we've seen people bleed is when they get put into the corner. Maybe that's over at 10%. Look at Bam Bam's power. Bam Bam might need to be bigger. Because Tommy Dreamer looks about the right size, but he looks almost the same size as Bam Bam. New Jack's kind of a large man as well. Bam Bam with reversal here. Was that a brainbuster? A little headbutt here. Get some damage here. Oh, Enziguri from Bam Bam. We've had New Jack so long, or so often. We've spectated so many of his matches. I still don't know what his finisher is. I think at least... Oh, there's the double arm DDT. I don't think that was anything, but stealing one out of Cactus Jack's book there. I think at least his signature, if not his finisher, is the H-bomb that Ilya Dragunov does. A big, like, punch to the face as your opponent's on the ground. I don't remember New Jack doing that, but I could not tell you what New Jack used as a finisher if it wasn't just, like, 20 chair shots to the head. Please no. Okay, I thought we were going outside the cell. All right, can we go back in the ring? It's making me anxious. New Jack just tried a super kick. What is it? Bam Bam's bleeding from a back elbow reversal. Bam Bam was like, here, Tommy, you have him. And then he just collapses. Put him in the ring, Bam Bam. Put him in the ring. Put him in the ring. No? Okay. Alrighty. Here we go. More punches, punches. New Jack is like monkey in the middle. And Tommy Dreamer just went for a super kick. Has Tommy Dreamer done a super kick in his life? I feel like something would rip. That's like me doing a super kick. Alright, are we just going to be stuck in this? Alright, well, Bam Bam's at least... We've moved a little bit. Somebody's got to do an Irish whip, guys. We can't just keep doing punches and... Alright, well, at least Bam Bam's getting a weapon. And it's a sledgehammer. He just puts it in the ring. Okay. We're back in the ring. Whew. I would like to see a finish to this match. Okay, Bam Bam's out of the ring. No! I'm trying to see if that's one that I have. Huh. Hold 1 second. Do you mean this one? This No Mercy? Look at that. I mean, the box is still good. I mean, the graphics on that thing. Come on. There's a Dudley Death Drop there. I played it not too long ago. It's rough. I mean, it's actually kind of hard. I started doing the story mode or whatever it's called. I have no idea. Maybe it's called story mode. But just like their entrances are just so funny. Like they're so like robotic, like as they walk, and their faces are just so awful. I remember seeing a video of who were they asking? It was a quiz. They were showing the characters from No Mercy, like just the faces. Yeah, it's hard, but they were showing just the faces to current superstars. I can't remember who it was, but they were having them guess who is this, and they got so many wrong because so many of them look nothing like themselves. They might have been like they were asking Naomi and maybe like AJ Styles, people who played the game in the past, but they were like they had no idea who some of these people were just based on the face because they looked so bad. But back in the day, that game was awesome. Like that, I have WrestleMania 2000 down here too. I don't have WCW NWO Revenge or the World Tour. One of my buddies has that, but it's all kind of the same, right? It's the same graphics. The thing with the WCW, I think it was Revenge. I really liked that game. The only problem was they didn't have their theme music. So they just came out to like generic music. I think if they added the theme music, that would be unbeatable. Okay, that was New Jack's finisher. It was an H-bomb from the top rope. Tommy Dreamer is going to be out. Oh, I didn't know that. It's the first one where you could create your own universe. Oh, maybe that's the one I should play. Did it come out after No Mercy? No, I'm going to have to grab that. Does it have a year? Well, I mean, WrestleMania is obviously in 2000, I guess. It says 1999. Oh, No Mercy was after WrestleMania. It was 2001. So WrestleMania 2000 was more like groundbreaking, I suppose. I also still have the I don't know if it's coming through, but it's the, what is that called? I can't think of a term for it. But look at that. I don't know why Undertaker turns into Mankind as I drop my controller. All right, looking at the maybe it's this, but look, looking at these makes me kind of want to play them. Too bad I can't stream that. I have no idea what New Jack just did, but he went for a pin and got a 2 count. He has 2 finishers. Dreamer has 2 finishers. New Jack just did one of his finishers. If Dreamer does his here, it's game over. Death Valley Driver, Tommy Dreamer. Boom. Unless New Jack has resiliency or something, he will get his title back. Oh yeah, what a match. That's 4.5 stars for sure. But that's cool. Like right there, like there, that's the famouser. I hope that's coming through the stream there. Oh yeah. Who's he doing it to? Jericho? Maybe? Stone Cold's giving the stunner to Triple H. Jericho's entrance. Yeah, create a wrestler with custom moves, costumes, fighting styles. Yeah. Maybe that's a good Saturday plan, is maybe break out one of these. I'm afraid I'll just get too invested in it. Alright, it is, 4.5 star, beautiful. New Jack and Bam Bam stayed at a level 1. How is that possible? Nobody got hurt, though. Alright, finally, Raw. Okay. Kane and Stevie Richards, they are in a rivalry. It's a normal match. Everything's normal except for the main event. Interesting. Both of these shows have lots of money, I think. 2.5 stars. Stevie gets the win over Kane at WrestleMania. Can you imagine? Oh, yeah, I remember. You did have to unlock a lot of people. Steve Blackman with 2,000 fans. That reminds me, my brother and I used to play on... It was one of the only CPU games we played, was WCW Nitro. It was such, like looking back on it, was such a lame game. But the best thing about it were the superstar rants on the selection screen. I have no idea if you know what I'm talking about, but you can look it up if you look up WCW Nitro rants. And you'll find, like, the superstars did specific promos just for the game to say, like, pick me, or, like, why you should select them. Or, like, Kevin Nash was like, don't pick me, pick someone else, pick Hogan. Like, it was so entertaining. The second match is for the world title. Hardcore Holly defends against Slade. He was in a rivalry with Billy Gunn, but now he's in a rivalry with Slade and still the champ. Maya and Sable will not be in a match. That is super interesting. Saturn and Bulldog at least are in a rivalry. Saturn wins. Level 2, 2 stars. Just incredible. 1 popularity. Godfather and Alex Wright, I don't think they have anything. Nope, 1.5 stars. Yeah, Hall was good. DDP got really into his, like, y'all jacked up. Some of them were short. I remember Ultimo Dragon because he just spoke in Japanese, which was interesting. Backstage Brawl, we've got finally this tag feud. So that's why Billy Gunn's not against Hardcore Holly, because this tag feud that's been going on for 2 or 3 months is finally concluding in a backstage brawl. So this will probably be 5 stars. Sid and Regal. 4.5, Billy Gunn gets hurt, I think, again. So best opener by a long shot. Best second match. Tied for the best third match. Best fourth match. And did not have the best closer, but I was up there. So we should have gained. Let's find out. 252,000 fans. Whew. But they also have $1 million unused. Well, minus, I guess it's more like half of that, because they had revenue of 360, profit 214. Yeah. 318. Look at that. We lost money, but doesn't matter. It's WrestleMania. All right, what was that? 252 to 318. That's over 50. That's over 60. I think I can catch them if I do one more season with no rules. Well, still 2 rules, but getting rid of the rules that are really holding me back. And if I can catch them, might be interesting. Not disappointed by that finale. Professional and entertaining show. Rivalry between Benoit and Rhino finally got settled. Scott Steiner learns about consequences. Walking wounded, Benoit picked up an injury, so did Steiner. Phenomenal show. I feel like we shouldn't be able to use that unless AJ Styles was on it. Steiner looks like he's about to start looking around for other offers. He did get angry because I didn't give him his tag match. Absolutely wild. Benoit, incredible match with Rhino. Benoit's winning run continues. How long can he keep this up? ECW has improved a lot in recent weeks. Luna gets payback. Really varied show. Well, like I said, I mean, it'd be cool if I could stream it. So 204. I caught up 100,000. That's over a third of what I was behind Raw. Season 5 will be interesting. I mean, I know I probably could figure out a way. Right now, the only way I'm streaming is through the PS5. So I'd have to figure out how to hook it up to stream from the 64. I don't know what kind of equipment that takes. That would take some research. It's possible, but it would also be probably very embarrassing because I'm pretty sure last time I played either of those games, I lost. Vince got his 9th GM trophy. That's not good. I think it was for passing 7 million fans. I'm assuming it was because WCW did not get theirs. So the good news there is that he didn't get his 10th. So he's not in the Hall of Fame before me. If I can get in the Hall of Fame at the same time as him after season 5, that would be impressive. I'm less than 100,000 behind WCW, so 95. And I'm 180 behind Raw. Is that true? Yeah, because I was like 300 before. I mean, that's a huge jump. So just think about what I can do if I have $1 million extra and can use a higher arena. Road to WrestleMania. Yes, that's what I meant. When I said story mode, I meant Road to WrestleMania. I forget who I started doing it with. But, I mean, it's a rather long mode. But I do kind of miss the original stories that just kind of guide you through. I know we have the My Rise on these games, which are fine. Like, you get to kind of choose your path and play around with it. I would probably do My Rise if there was more special things to unlock, I guess. I know there are some arenas and stuff you can unlock, but I don't really need those. Not that I'm promoting them hiding more like superstars and belts and stuff behind a unlockable wall. I would hope that by paying for the extra DLC for the season pass, I should be able to get around that, but still. I did My Rise on 2K24, most of it. I didn't complete it, but it was entertaining. Vince won the Simon Award for highest average superstar height. Well, that definitely wasn't me. I had one giant, and it was Bam Bam, and he's not really tall. He's just large. Bischoff, most backstage brawls. Well, I didn't have one of those because I'm not allowed to with my arena. Most tables matches. That makes sense. I probably had the most Extreme Rules matches, too, I'd imagine. Alrighty. So Vince only ended up 80,000 fans above WCW, so Raw really flunked WrestleMania. I don't know. I mean, 2K's fine. I haven't had a problem with them, really. I do like in the last couple of years where they've just been throwing stuff in for free almost. Like last year is that last year? With MyGM and somebody else who came back to WWE, they just like, okay, they're already on the game, we'll just put them back in the roster. It'd be nice if they did that this year with Naomi, because like they have a good enough scan from her from 2 years ago. Like, just put her back in the game. Or Andrade. Well, Andrade's been gone for longer, maybe. Yeah. Nobody else that really came back that was on a previous game. Nia Jax, but for whatever reason, she's in the DLC. I don't know. All right, we got 4 of the 6 here. We got the best match card quality on a single show. I assume that was just on WrestleMania. Most new fans, that just happened. Highest average card quality during PLEs, thank you. Most rivalries, that always goes to us. Highest total profits and best average card quality to WCW. So interesting that Raw didn't get either of anything. Didn't get anything, even though they're in first. 3.04 with 6 rivalries completed. WCW had 3.01 with 9 rivalries completed. And I wasn't too far behind with 2.91, but I had 7 more rivalries than the other 2 shows combined. That is interesting. It makes me think like either the CPU doesn't know what they're doing or they do, right? Because like if you have rivalries go over several not seasons, several PLEs, that can be helpful because you don't have to start everything from scratch. But then again, their staminas are going down, and I don't know. So I'm curious. Luna had my most matches won with 12 because she was the one person, she was on the show probably the most. Oh yeah, most matches also 16, popularity 66. Saturn had a great average match rating for when he was on the show. He was the champion for a little bit. Taz was hurt and then quit. Screw you. Godfather had 13 matches won, but Billy Gunn had the most matches booked, and he was the world champ. Bulldog had the same popularity as New Jack. Billy Gunn, not quite as high match rating as Saturn, and 5 weeks for Sid. Danielle spent 5 weeks injured. Jeff Jarrett with a 4.0 match rating, but he was only in a few. China had the most matches booked, tied with Luna. Christian had the most popularity gained, 71, and then Rick Steiner, their world champ. So their world champs had lots of matches, and meanwhile my Luna was in lots of feuds over the season. All right, gotta change my mindset here. I still want some money left over so that I can upgrade my arena immediately. But I also want some good peoples left over, or held over. Anybody? Oh. That's rough. Scott Steiner, who's in a level 3 with my TV champ Sabu, will not let me keep him because he's mad. Because he didn't get that stupid tag team match with Dante Roberts. Are you kidding me? That is rough. Plus, he would have given me a power card. He has a TLC specialty, which is nice. Scott, ouch. All right, I'm going to sort by popularity. We are going to keep the world champ Tommy Dreamer and his 90 popularity. We will keep the TV champ Sabu and his 100 popularity. We will keep, wait, let me see. Ambulance, and he has TLC, popularity and fighter. He will get tables or false count anywhere, probably tables. Popularity specialist, okay. Bam Bam, Hell in a Cell, Iron Man, and he's already a giant but can go back to a bruiser. So let's do Bam Bam, and my other champ is Lance as part of the triple threat, I guess, when they were not really triple but kind of quadruple when Lance was teased with the group. He's tables and last man standing. So nobody gives me a power card. That's unfortunate. Benoit Ambulance, that's not good. So I'm probably not keeping... Oh, and he's so expensive. $391. Why is he so much more expensive? I'm guessing because he's not happy. I really think that has a lot to do with it. If you have to keep people, you should keep people happy. Because Rhino's more expensive than Tommy Dreamer, and he has 15 less popularity. Ava is very happy. She can be a giant. She didn't look giant in that match we spectated. So that's interesting. So Bam Bam is the only one with a rivalry, but it's a giant fighter rivalry, and I don't think that's very good. Mankind, Last Man Standing, Casket, that's rough. What are these levels? 20, 24, and 22. I feel like I can't pass up RVD. He's so happy. He gets me that Vito Random Superstar after every PLE. Falls Count Anywhere is not bad. Backstage Brawl is kind of rough because I won't get that until I get like level, is it tier 4 or 5? Already getting Lance. Luna, her Extreme Rules specialty is very helpful. Try to draft her maybe. Shane Douglas just leveled up. Hell in a Cell, Casket. His Extreme Rules is nice. New Jack Extreme Rules is nice. Dante got him Extreme Rules. Lurch, Trent Shaw. So even the people I signed for 1 week there at the end are eligible to be kept. That's kind of funny. Joel Wheeler's a level 10. I think I got to go with RVD because he's the only legendary, and I doubt I'll be able to draft him. It'll be really tough to sign one. So that's about a third of my budget on 5 people. That seems decent, and they're all happy except for Lance Storm. But I'd like to keep my tag champs together, and hopefully getting them an actual legitimate feud will help. RVD, oof, could I guess be a part of that tag team, but my champs are both faces, so RVD might have something else going on. Let's confirm. WCW kept their double champ Rick Steiner, but not his partner, who I keep forgetting who that was. I don't know. But Eddie Guerrero, who won the U.S. title, is being kept. And on Raw, the only champ they kept was Sid. So Hardcore Holly, who is their world champ, and their tag champs were Godfather and Goldust. Let them go. And they didn't keep Sable as their women's champ. Instead, they kept Maya. Interesting call. That actually helps me, because those people won't have extra popularity. I'm getting more and more confidence that I can actually be competitive here in Season 5. Alright, we have the first pick. So the 2 rules I will continue in Season 5. ECW or local talent only. So they had to be in ECW during ECW's main run. And then Extreme Rules match on every show. So the rules about the arena being stuck at level 2 and $1 million cut from the budget. I'm getting rid of those to see if I can actually catch up. Alright, I need heels to go after Tommy and Sabu's titles. So let's just go over here. Scott Steiner is here. Super, super expensive. I don't know if I keep him if the level 3 rivalry will continue. I feel like in the past, for the computer, I've seen it continue. But the fact that it doesn't show right there as an active rivalry makes me doubt that. But it might be worth at least trying, because if nothing else, I started over in his Bruiser Fighter, and that works pretty well. Jake the Snake was in ECW as a partner of Tommy Dreamer. He also gets me a Vito Random Superstar, so having him and RVD getting 2 Vito Random Superstars every month could be nice. It will continue? Okay, well, Scott Steiner probably needs to be my pick. Plus, his stamina is now 78. he's at least not unhappy anymore, too. He's satisfied. He'll get me a power card. I think that's probably going to be my number one pick, but I at least want to see who else is here. So for Dreamer, our choices are Jake, Shane, Raven, who've not had in a while. Casket match is kind of a rough specialty to have. Justin Credible's here with his Extreme Rules. He's a bit cheaper with more stamina. Farouk, submission and no holds barred. Ouch. Lots of stamina. Chris Candido, haven't had since he was a tag champ, I think, was he with Lance? I think. Special guest referee's not good, though. And that's it. Holy moly. That didn't seem like a long list. All right, well, we're getting Scott Steiner. If you're saying that's continuing, I believe you, and I'm hopeful that it's true. Mark Henry, so I'm just going to hope they don't draft ECW people. Yes. So maybe the Sable feud with Maya will continue, although I think it paid off. Okay, so now we need someone for Tommy, and we have all sorts of choices. He did not have a rivalry. I'm thinking Raven, because his stamina is 73, that's better than Jake and Shane. I could still maybe consider Jake later. It's unfortunate that Luna is here. I think I need to get Luna. Her stamina is reset to 75. Let's get Luna. And then I've got plenty of fighters I can get. Neidhart, I guess I could have gotten. Farouk is gone now. Disco goes. All right, let's go ahead and get... Oh, I wasn't on all. I was just on heels, right? Okay, well, let me go back through this. Well, there's not many. Rey Mysterio have not had, like, at all, I don't think. Maybe once. Taz is there. I need a tag team to go against Bam Bam and Lance. But Raven would go against Tommy, which was a beautiful, beautiful feud. Al Snow, maybe with somebody in the tag team. We got Hoovy. Ooh, Rey Mysterio in the tag team would work because Bam Bam's a giant and Rey's a cruiser. I don't have a cruiser. I think I get Rey Mysterio. He's 84 stamina. Yes. Disciple to WCW. Oh, there's Spike. I didn't go that far down. So he gets taken away. Who else was down here? Did I go that far down? I just didn't see him. Cool. All right, let's go ahead and get Raven then. And now we just need a tag team partner for Mysterio, preferably. Hardcore Holly goes to WCW. Chris Candido gets taken. That's unfortunate. All right, so we got Dreamer Raven, Sabu Steiner, Luna. I'm going to have to sign somebody for her as usual. RVD still needs someone, unless RVD is Rey Mysterio's partner. That would be a fun team. That would be a fun team. Yeah. So I need either a heel for RVD or a tag team partner for Rey Mysterio. My heels are Specialist, Giant, Bruiser, and Fighter. So the only thing I'm missing is Cruiser, and there are 0 heel Cruisers. So it could be anything. My faces are Bruiser, Specialist, Fighter, Cruiser. So the only thing I'm missing is a Giant, which none of these people were in ECW, so that's not happening. All right. RVD and Douglas just happened, so that would actually, I think it would stay on cooldown, so I don't want to mess that up. Taz and RVD, they're both specialists though. No, I want Ray in the tag. Who could tag with Ray? Al Snow. It's an interesting tag team. They might work though. 89 stamina. Tornado tag, so not had Al Snow other than once, I think. Sure. Al Snow, welcome back to ECW. Regal to Raw. Triple H to Raw. Oh, Taz to WCW. Alright, I need someone for RVD now then. Could be Shane. If I do credible, I'd want to switch one of them because I don't really want specialist. And Shane RVD are in cooldown. That's Incredible was really good for us, and he's Extreme Rules. So is he, though. This will be our 11th person. Our budget is slowly dwindling. The only people we can get... Hoovy was in ECW, right? I don't really need another cruiser. I guess I could do Ray and Hoovy. But then I think this is my last pick. That's my problem. And I need it to be a heel, probably. Yeah. So in that case, we will go with the least expensive, and that's going to be Just Incredible. Yeah. And we'll stick with our 229,000. That's only 11 people, though. Once I sign somebody for Luna, though, it'll be 12, and that should be enough to have a show at least. I'm going to end draft there, save some money. Look at that squad. Oh, yeah. Scott Steiner might be better, but oh well. Jackie's on WCW. Chyna's on Raw. Test is on Raw. And now they can't afford anybody else. So a lot of the same people we've seen. Disco and Spike were gone for a while, but they are back now. WCW is done as well. We've not seen Mark Henry that much. Everybody else we've seen. Alright. So I have one less than Raw, 2 versus WCW. Popularity is looking pretty good compared to the other rosters. Cool. GM is close to entering the Hall of Fame. Use power cards to slow them down. Aye. Alright, ECW showed promise. The gloves are coming off. Exactly. We are not holding ourselves back this time. ECW and WCW have a bit of work to do. I have to say McMahon did a great job. They're the ones to beat. Yep. Great battle last season. Raw ended up ahead of ECW. Expect to give us another tough contest. Sure. Alright. Tommy Dreamer is going to be... He can't even be happier. He's so happy. And yes, level 3. Sabu and Steiner. Sabu's leveled up. I guess that would have been the benefit of also drafting Shane Douglas, as he also got to level 20, but maybe we can sign him. Alright, Steiner wants a rematch? Absolutely. We got a network special as the random power card from Steiner. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Alright, let's go do this real quick. Sabu, come on. Oh yeah, we already saw this. We'll do tables, because those happen quite frequently. We got our power cards here. Nothing I want to buy immediately. The next one's 150. I think I probably go ahead and do that. But first, I'm going to sign somebody for Luna, a heel. Female heel. Let's go. Let's try this. All right, Sammy George. Sammy George. She's a specialist. She's pretty popular. Because nobody else can switch. And the only one that matches up with Sammy is Sammy. So we'll go... Ooh, if I do 10, I can't upgrade. If I do 5, I can. Yeah. Let's go Sammy George for 5 weeks. And that's going to be the roster for week 1. 12 is a perfect amount to kick things off. Popularity's looking amazing. So nice to not have to cut people. Got a rivalry already started. Good stuff. Alright. And that's where we'll stop. And I'll probably pick up tomorrow with, yeah, as I said in the emails there, gloves are coming off this season. We may be far behind. We're about to get our 9th GM trophy for hitting 7 million fans. Probably take us, what are we getting, 20,000 a week, but that should be increasing. So, shouldn't take us too long, maybe this month even. We'll find out. And then, yeah, it's all about getting more fans. So, increasing the arena, obviously with having a better roster and not as many local talents, and that should really, really help. I feel good about this. I'm glad we're doing a season 5. I don't know if it'll work or not, but it's worth a shot. What I will say is I probably won't be spectating anything until WrestleMania for season 5, because I kind of want to just like move through it and see how things go in order to get to something new. But so just as a warning, or maybe that's a helpful thing, that the episodes won't be as long as they have been here in the last couple seasons. Anyway, hope you'll tune in next time. It's been fun as usual. Till then, Shoeshak Redemption's out.